Welcome to my views and news views. Two important developments regarding Fano's strategy. I have analyzed some recent developments of the last 1 week or so, which happened in the Amhara region. We're seeing two new developments regarding Fano's fight, Amhara group's fight against Ethiopian government forces. We'll try to have a look at these two new strategies, or you can say now these strategies are being used, but they have always been part of Fano's plan. Secondly, a story from Gurage Zone, where curfew has been imposed in Welkite city, one of major cities there. Thirdly, Abune Matthias, the Orthodox Church Patriarch, issued a statement today to show solidarity with the families in Tigray which have lost their loved ones in Tigray. 3-day mourning has been announced in respect of the memory of those who died. What did the Patriarch say in his message of condolence to the people of Tigray and maybe to the government too? Firstly, viewers, two strategies adopted by Fano fighters which I want to share with you. Firstly, for the first time, it has been confirmed that Fano exchanged prisoners with the government. This is first prisoner exchange, though it has not been acknowledged by the government, but it is being reported by Fano fighters, and government is not denying that. And if a group is able to exchange prisoners, you can easily estimate the strength of the group. A few days ago, if you remember, I did a video on the abduction of some prosperity party leaders, government administrators near Dassi. South Wallo zone administrators attended a meeting of prosperity party in Dassi city. They were abducted. Reportedly, Shoa Fano abducted those Wareda level leaders like Vareilo Mayor Ababo Helemariam was abducted. His deputy was abducted too. Jama Degolo administrator was also abducted. Some other government officials too. I think some were killed too, but most of them were abducted. 3 districts administrators, officials were abducted by Fano fighters. More than a week ago it happened. Now, efforts were made to secure the release of these government officials. Talks were held. Fano fighters demanded the release of their comrades. And now what we have learned is that government has released some Fano fighters in return for the release of these prosperity party leaders who were abducted by Fano fighters. 17 abductees have been released by Fano, including Vareilo, Jamadegolo chiefs and others. Reportedly, several top Fano prisoners have been released by the government. Government is not acknowledging. By Fano, I mean those who support Fano. They could be former ASF members too. They could be ENDF members too. I don't have names by the way. I'll try to get details, but what I have been able to confirm is that some Fano comrades have been released by the government, and after that Fano released 17 officials from South Wollo. So that just shows the new strategy adopted by Fano fighters, that if Fano fighters are being captured, taken prisoner, now they'll abduct regional zonal government officials and they'll demand the release of their comrades. Second, so it's a new development regarding the ongoing escalation between Fano fighters and military in the Amhara region. Secondly, I have been reporting about Fano's new strategy of attacks on militia members in Amhara region. Though main fighting in Amhara is between military and Fano, but Fano does not want militias to be raised, militias to support military. That is why we have seen several attacks against militia members, militia chiefs in the region, in different parts of Amhara region. Now, it is a deliberate strategy of Fano fighters to target militia members, militia chiefs. Fano does not want anyone to be recruited in militias, to work in militias, to support Ethiopian National Defense Force. So wherever militia members are being trained, wherever they are holding meetings, Fano fighters attack those places to ensure that militias are demoralized, that they are disbanded. In Kamir Dinge, they carried out an attack, I think yesterday, where Kamir Dinge is in South Gondar, and already we know that Fano fighters have their presence in different parts of South Gondar. Large territories in South Gondar are under Fano control, main roads under their control too, though they're not there, they have not set up checkpoints, but they're carrying out attacks along main roads too there. In Kamir Dinge, a training of militia members was underway. Fano fighters stormed the venue, they arrested militia members. There was exchange of gunfire, some militia members were killed, 3 were killed I think, others were arrested and disarmed. They were disarmed, they were told to go, and they were released. And this is not the first attack on militia members. It has happened several times in the past few days that Fano fighters entered different cities of the region and they carried out attacks specifically against militia members and police members. They want to ensure that ENDF does not have support of militia and police. It's a new development, I think, because when this fighting broke out a few months ago between Fano and military, back then, target of Fano was not militia, Amhara militias. Police was targeted, but militias were not targeted. Now, specifically, militia members are being targeted. Let's see, will militias be demoralized? Will this cease to be part of the operations against Fano? That we'll see. Secondly, viewers, southern Ethiopia, where curfew has been imposed in Welkite city, Gurage Zone. On Friday, there were clashes in Welkite city. Riots there, several were injured, dozens of people were injured in these riots. That is why today the government announced imposition of curfew in Welkite. What happened in Welkite? What was the reason of these clashes? Clashes were between Gurages and Cabinas. You can say Welkite town people who are Gurages, Cabinas live there too. So fighting between Cabina special zone and Welkite town, you can say, over territorial dispute. It was territorial dispute. It has ethnic color too, mainly territorial dispute. So territorial disputes, border disputes spread all across Ethiopia. Lastly, viewers, Abune Matthias the Patriarch offered condolences to the families of Tigray, which are mourning the losses of their loved ones. In Tigray, 3-day mourning has been announced by the government. Ceremonies are being organized. Families of those who died in the war are remembering their loved ones. Abu Mathis, the Patriarch, issued a statement today. He offered condolences to the families of Tigray. He said, today there is no house in Tigray, no family in Tigray which is not crying. We tried to prevent this war. We could not. Unfortunately, we have reached an era when grey hair and priesthood are not respected. I think indirectly he criticized the government, that he tried to stop the war, but he was silenced. Government did not listen to him, and that led to devastation. Did he criticize Tigray People Liberation Front, Tigray ruling elite too, that they could not prevent the war? He did not mention anyone, but obviously he is criticizing those who could not stop the war, those who were part of the war. Abune Matthias, obviously he is a Tigrayan, we know, and though Tigray has formed Menbere Silama, but people of Tigray still love Abune Matthias. Other people too. Abune Matthias, though some say he is pro-Tigray, he is pro-TPLF, but still he is one of those religious leaders who are respected across Ethiopia. Oromos, Tigrayans, Amharas as well. He has the capability to unite the church, but church is split. Menbere Silama in Tigray, Oromia tried to form a synod, it could not. Abune Abraham, Abune Patriarch seen as pro-Amhara. So church is faced with internal split. And the Patriarch, I think, will be criticized by some activists that he is so pro-Tigray that he is feeling for the pain of the people of Tigray, but he is silent about those who are dying in the Amhara region. What is he doing to stop this war? He is worried, or he is he's saying that he could not prevent the war. What is he doing to prevent the war which is happening in the Amhara region? Any proactive approach by the church, by the Patriarch to stop the conflict in the Amhara region? Yes, people will compare his response to the conflict in Tigray and to the ongoing conflict in the Amhara region. But it's a good gesture from the Patriarch, because Patriarch wants to unite the church. Tigray archbishops are not flexible. They have formed Menbere Silama